I'm annoyed by this whole Barbie thing. And before you come at me, let me explain. I grew up loving Barbie. Check out my pink shirt. I had tons of Barbies and a travel case with skinny little individual compartments to protect each one. I had the Barbie dream house, the Barbie dream pool. I even had the Lassie look-alike dog. The one thing I never did have though was Ken. And looking back, I now realize that my parents may have had some concerns about me keeping it wholesome. I still have a soft spot for the blonde smoke show. In fact, check out my personal Barbie. My husband bought this one for me years ago because her outfit was eerily similar to one that I had worn for a holiday party. Ooh, those were the days. Please excuse the clumsy chop job that I did on her hair. I was keeping her in the theme of my own personal style. But this Barbie thing. Am I crazy, or was it not that long ago that we were told that Barbie was a bad role model for girls? So much was said in the media about her unrealistic body proportions, her too perfect plastic looks, and her circa 1959 representation of women. Now, somehow Barbie has apparently morphed into a symbol for female empowerment and is kicking down the doors of Patriarchy Inc. That is some serious rebranding. But why does it matter? Well, it doesn't, because it's a doll. So you can decide if it's a positive for you or if it's not. But we keep letting the media tell us what to think and how to feel, and even what to believe. And that is just really scary because these then become things that we act upon. For example, I just saw that Amazon has started enforcing a return to office policy for all employees, including the ones who either moved away during COVID or who were hired during that time to be remote. If the employees are in locations that are not commutable to an Amazon location, they must find a remedy to the situation or they are considered to have voluntarily resigned. And that means no severance, which is pretty crap when you consider that Amazon has changed these quite significant requirements that affect people's lives. But anyone who had been in a role that is responsible for results knew that this day would come. But it still frustrates the hell out of me. Over the last few years, I found myself yelling whenever I'd see the stories or the posts from business publications or so-called experts who were telling the world that 100% remote work was the new normal and that companies would give up their offices so that people could work from anywhere. I wanted to put my arms around the poor folks who believed this and then picked up their lives and relocated with such hope in their hearts. I wanted to give them a hug and say, "Don't do it." And now we see that the world of work has resumed, nudged in a slightly new direction perhaps, but largely unchanged. And employers once again have the upper hand. The same experts who wrote all those stories then will soon start writing new post-COVID stories. Stories about how the youngest of our workforce have been damaged by a lack of integration into corporate culture. They will write about the gender gap increasing because mothers had to choose their kids over their careers. They will highlight the evil companies who embrace the idea that, yes, some work can be done anywhere and have now outsourced to other parts of the world, or even now to AI. And they will do it shamelessly too, because their agenda is to focus on the negative. That's what sells best. They bet on all of you having short memories and being moved by emotion rather than logic. Stop letting them influence you. Work is hard enough without these people pulling all of our puppet strings to make us feel bad all the time. We get to choose our reality. So I wish you all highly developed critical thinking skills and a very discerning BS meter. Thanks for watching, and now go out and see that Barbie movie if it's what makes you happy. Cheers!